What is up, beautiful people? It's your boy Blessing, and welcome back to another episode of the Lads After God podcast in a different location. And yeah, the theme of this episode is just lightheartedness. We're gonna be having a laugh. We're going to be getting to know me better. I realized that ever since I started the YouTube channel, I never really introduced myself to you guys. I've always been in the podcast space. You guys have just been hearing my voice all this time. And now you're actually seeing me, and every time I've been on your screens, I've been, talking about the Bible, talking about heavy stuff. So today I just thought I should do something lighthearted and just, have a laugh with you guys. Some questions that I found off the internet off Pinterest, and some that you guys sent me, get to know me questions. I think on YouTube it's called a get to know me tag. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit the like button, I'd like to see what you guys think of the video in the comment section, and if you have any other question that you'd like me to answer in the comment section, feel free to leave it there and I'll get to it. I love you guys, and let's get to it. So first question of the day, what is your full name? What is my full name? My name is Chirofacho Blessing Mashilwani. Chirofacho is a Pedi name. It means blessing. So my parents basically gave me one name twice. Chirofacho Blessing Mashilwani. And second question is, who is your best friend? You know what, guys? I had two best friends, and those guys ditched me. They got married in the past like 2 to 3 years. So the vacancy is open, guys. Currently don't have a best friend. How do you feel right now? I feel okay. I'm in a good headspace. It's been a challenging year so far, but I just like to thank God because He's been faithful. I've been keeping afloat, and I love it so much. And what is your current relationship status? I told you I don't have a best friend, and if I were to be in a relationship, I think it would be with my best friend at this point. So what is your favorite movie? I'm not really a movie guy, but I remember I used to love Avatar. I just love the cinematography and the graphics and everything. I used to love the Transformer series. I used to love the Avenger series. I love comedy. I love laughing. I love drama. I love romantic movies as well. Don't tell my boys I told you guys that. And favorite movie. I used to love that movie called The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I know it's sad, but it's a good movie. And how tall are you? I'm 1.8. Is it 8'3" or 8'6"? Yeah, I'm 1.8 meters tall, which is about like 6'1". So I'm not too tall, not too short. I'm just tall, not very tall. And what is your favorite song? Guys, I'm not a musician, but I listen to music almost every day. So my favorite song changes like that. Like last week, I was jamming to Afro Traction's is it Tembisa? A song by Afro Traction called Tembisa. And the past few months, I've been loving I'm Rescued songs. There's a song called Stay Close. It's a beautiful song, beautiful gospel song. So I usually listen to a lot of gospel music. So and I just love music with a message. So even if it's not gospel, it just have to make sense, not be explicit or vulgar. Just make sense. That's all I want in a song. So the next question says, name 3 things that I love. Name 3 things that I love. I love photography. I love love. I love the concept of love. I love And funny enough, when I was young, I used to hate weddings, but the older I am now, I enjoy weddings. I just enjoy hearing people's love stories. And the third thing that I love music. I love music. I sometimes wish that I at a younger age picked up an instrument at a younger age and actually learned musical theory. So photography, love, and music. And what are 3 things that make you happy? Three things that make me happy are my family, my friends. My family. Yeah, my family makes me happy. Every time I'm with my family, yeah, they make me happy. And yeah, my friends, hearing from my friends, seeing my friends do well in life makes me happy. And my faith in Christ. If I could just give a short testimony, I had such a terrible weekend. I lost my wallet, guys. My wallet had my bank card, had a substantial amount of money, had also my driver's license. Yeah, I lost them, and I couldn't even retrace where I lost them. So yeah, I don't even know if I was pickpocketed or what. And I really felt like, I'm gonna lose it, but I don't know. I remember having a conversation with God about it, and I was just like, God, it's happened, and you know what? You're still God, and maybe this is something which needed to happen, maybe to make me more careful. Because I believe that there are great monetary blessings which are coming my way, so I need to be more careful. So yeah, in every situation, I just learn to be content and just see the bright side, see, God's hand in everything. So yeah, that's what makes me happy. Just my faith in God. And name three things that upset me. I don't know if I can get to three, but one thing that really upsets me is pessimistic people. I hate negativity. I hate people who are negative, who have a negative outlook on life. Yeah, it just goes back to that glass half full, half empty theory. I like people who have an optimistic outlook on life. I've actually been, as someone who's struggled with mental health, who has been in that frame of mind which is so negative. After God rescued me from that space, I just told myself that I don't want that type of energy, or that type of those type of people around me, because they just really make me feel like, they just remind me of the past and remind me of my problems. So I'd rather not be with those type of people. So another thing that makes me unhappy, I can't think. I'm a happy chap, eh? I don't know. I don't even know what my triggers are. What would make me unhappy? So yeah, I'm a really happy chap. Who is your celebrity crush? I think I told you guys this before, especially my Instagram friends, that growing up I used to have a crush on Jill Scott. I think it was after that Why Did I Get Married movie. I don't know, I just like, and also her music, the way she sings, and I'm a huge fan of Nia Soul. So yeah, Jill Scott, yeah. That used to be my celebrity crush. I don't believe in celebrity crushes anymore, I'm old now. Yeah, how many tattoos or piercings do you have? I'll let you guys answer that one. Which do you prefer, scary movies or happy endings? I loathe horror movies. I don't watch horror movies at all. I remember this one time in 2009, I was in my first year. Me and a couple of friends, there was this movie which was released called Drag Me to Hell, and me and my friends watched that movie. I remember after watching that movie, I was alone in my room and my heart couldn't stop beating fast. I just felt like, no, this is just demonic in a way. So I just have this stay away policy when it comes to scary movies. Yeah. Which do you prefer, a computer or television? I've been without my desktop for a while now, but if I were to choose, I'd choose a computer. I love creating, I love editing photos, editing videos. So I'd rather be behind, in front of a desktop than a TV. What's the next question? What is your favorite perfume? Jury's still out. Yeah. When was the last time you cried? I cannot remember specifically. People think that I'm a sensitive person. I used to be such a sensitive person, but after the years, after my 20s, I don't know, God just gave me this resilience. So I'm not really much of a crier. I don't cry much. But when I do, it usually is when I pray or I'm in just my alone time with God. If I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry in front of God, not in front of anyone else but God. So I wouldn't say I have a space where I can be vulnerable, like with anyone else but God. So yeah, if I cry, it's just me and God. So yeah. Can you cook, guys? I can cook. Yeah, I can cook. Yeah, yeah, I can cook. I'm not necessarily Jamie Oliver or anything like that. But yeah, can toy decent meal. Yeah. And do you speak any other language aside from English? I speak Pedi. I'm a Pedi guy. I speak Sipedi, Yabolela, and I speak a bit of Zulu. I'm not perfect with Zulu, but I can communicate. I speak what else? Yeah, not really multilingual, but I love languages. By the way, I love South African languages. I love African languages. If I could, I'd learn how to speak Shona, guys. Shona is such a beautiful language. Venda, guys, Xitsonga, Swati, Zulu, Xhosa. Those are just beautiful languages. My mom is Ndebele, by the way, so I can hear a bit of Ndebele as well. So wow, I just love languages. Not really multilingual, but yeah, I can, just grasp here and there, So yeah, I actually just love diversity. I'm a huge advocate of diversity. I love white people. I love Asian people. I love black people. So I'm not really pro-black or anything, but I'm just pro-people. Just love people, yeah. So do you miss anyone right now? Who do I miss? No, I don't miss anyone. I don't think I do. If you think I should be missing you, please just write your name in the comment section, and maybe I'll tell you if I miss you. Yeah. What is your favorite TV show? I used to love the sitcom called what's it called? Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah, it was actually my go-to sitcom every time I just felt in a bit of a funk. Back when I was in varsity, I used to love also 2.5 Men and How I Met Your Mother. But if I were to choose between all of them, I'd choose Everybody Loves Raymond. I just loved that character, Raymond Barone. Yeah, that Family Guy character. Yeah, it's just beautiful. So yeah, let's get to the questions that you guys asked me, and some of them are deep, guys. Like, they're really deep. So yeah, bear with me. Let me just find them on my phone. Put them in my notepad. Okay, where is that question? Oh, okay, there. Okay, not this one. Okay, there we go. So the first question that you guys asked me, I actually did write the names of the people who asked me, just to protect their privacy and everything. One person asked me, what is my biggest fear? What is your biggest fear? I think I would be sad, or sometimes what makes me lie awake at night is not living up to my potential, or just not living up to my potential. I just feel like my 20s were such a wake-up call that time flies, and don't let any moment pass you by without fulfilling your mandate on this earth. So that would really suck if I were to go, like, pass on from this world without living up to what I believe God has predestined me to live up to. And I just, every time I feel that fear come, I just remember the promises of God, that He who has promised is faithful, and He will bring it to pass. So yeah, it's not really a fear. It's just something that I'm sometimes anxious about, but His mercies comfort me every time. And this one person said, what is the one thing you dislike about yourself? If I could change one thing about me, I've learned to love myself. I've learned to look at myself through God's eyes, as imperfect but worthy of love. But if there's one thing I could change about myself, I just wish I was a morning person. You know, I envy those people who wake up like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. they're at gym, 6 a.m. they're on the way to work, 7 a.m. they're in the office, 8 a.m. they're in the first meeting. Like, how do you do it? How do you do it? I just wish I was a morning person. That's one thing I dislike. Like, I'm a heavy snoozer. Yeah, I dislike that about myself. And this question was funny. I found it funny. It says, "What are the top 5 things you wish for in a wife?" Top 5? No. You know, someone already pointed out that I come across as a picky guy when it comes to women. But no, I don't think I am. But if I were to choose top 5 traits that I'd like in a wife one day, the first one would be loyalty. Loyalty, kindness, loyalty, kindness. I just would love someone who's like a safe space, someone who I wouldn't be scared to be vulnerable in front of. You know how everyone nowadays, because of the issues surrounding men and mental health, everyone is always like, men should open up more, men should learn to be sensitive. That's well and true, but then problem is that there's so few safe spaces out there where you can actually be your most unreserved person. Can be at your most unreserved and not feel bad about it. So I'd like that in a wife one day. I don't know if I'm at 5, but those are off the top of my head, those are characteristics. Oh, someone who loves the Lord. I think this one, I'm not mentioning it because it's just a given. I don't think that a woman who's not saved, I don't think she'd find me interesting, because literally, we wouldn't make sense to each other. So yeah. And there's this question that I loved. It says, I loved your blog post. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel? This is a beautiful question. I was hoping that someone asked this question, because I've been in the podcast space and the blogging space for a while, actually for years. And people always said, man, you should open a YouTube channel, and I've always been backing away from it. So the reason that I started the YouTube channel this year, off the top of my head, first reason was that, okay, I got the equipment that I need. And second reason was that just to increase the reach of Lads After God. We already have amassed over 5k downloads on our podcast. So if me expanding to YouTube means that I can reach a few more hundred or a few more souls for Christ, and just my biggest wish with the whole Lads After God thing, and just me as a personal friend, I think if I were to say, talk to someone about what I believe my purpose is, I just like to make my fellow Christians, especially those who are my age, just to know that they're not alone. I've seen that many of us feel like, when it comes to Christian work, it gets so daunting, because everyone is doing what they're doing. Everyone is enjoying life, and smoking, drinking, sleeping around. Everyone's just doing this stuff, and it looks so appealing. And we feel like weirdos for abstaining from those type of things. And I just would just like someone to just look at these videos and say, oh, there's a fellow weirdo. Yeah. If living for Christ makes us weirdos, I don't mind being called a weirdo. So I just want, I believe that I'm not a huge fan of this word called Christian influencing, but I believe that if I were to be called a Christian influencer, it shouldn't be as a personal brand, but I just start these things, and even my Instagram and everything is just to influence people for Christ. So yes, you could call me Christian influencer, because I just want to influence people for Christ. That's all that I actually want to do with my social media platforms. I talk to God about them. I talk to God about my Twitter account, my Instagram account, my Facebook account. And with everything that I post, I'm intentional. I'm a huge advocate of deleting posts which I believe do not align with what I want to communicate. I'm a huge advocate for getting my message across. I do not want to lie in ambiguity. So every time I feel misunderstood, I'd rather just remove the post and gather myself and find the right words to say than having people wonder what I'm trying to say and having people confused. So I believe in good communication. I'm getting off track, yeah. But yeah, that's basically in a nutshell why I started a YouTube channel. Yeah. And this is a question from a friend of mine. She said, my question is centered around siblings being close. Who orchestrated or was a strong, solid influence on how you and your brothers coexist? And not just that, but also get along and be that close. Yeah, I think me and my brothers, especially in our later years, we get along so well. I have 2 siblings, by the way. I'm the last one, and I have 2 brothers. And one thing about us is that we love each other and we support each other. We're rooting for each other in every aspect of ours. And my brothers are super supportive. And growing up, we weren't always, that, close-knitted. But I think what helped us was, number one, we share the same faith. Both of my brothers are born again. My parents are lucky enough to have all the children being saved. And so that in itself, it helps us, regulate our behaviors. And I am a huge advocate for, I'm sure my brothers will differ with what I'm saying, because growing up I was very cheeky. But I've learned to respect and honor my brothers, and I think that helps our relationship. We can't always be the main character. It takes someone else to support, and I think all of us don't mind playing that role in each other's lives, supporting one another. I remember when, for example, when my brothers graduated, we support one another. When my eldest brother got married, we supported him. He was like the main character for that whole year. When I graduated, my brothers made sure that I felt like the most important person on that. So it's just by God's grace. I can't really say or pinpoint anything which has helped us. It's just by God's grace. Because we sibling rivalry and sibling issues they destroy families. But by God's grace, we've been knit together. So those are the questions, guys, that I got. I was hoping for more, but I think I've answered a lot so far. So thank you so much for the questions, and it's blessing in a nutshell, guys. Saved guy, I love the Lord, and I'm pleased to have you watching this video, by the way. And if you've been watching so far, I just want you to know that you are loved, you are appreciated, and hang around. This is gonna be an interesting year. We're gonna be putting out more content on the page, and hopefully we are going to get to 100, 200, 300, 500. Who knows where we'll reach. With God nothing's impossible. And thank you for the love. Also for listening to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and every other network. Thank you so much, and continue following us on Instagram as well. We are there. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. So thank you guys so much, and I love you guys, and let's meet in the next video. Peace out.